Wondering the number one way to grow your real estate business? Today I'm going to share with you the strategy you need, the tools you need, the technology you need to implement this in a way that's going to help you build the business of your dreams. The number one way that I built my business was having conversations with homeowners. I want to share with you today a strategy of circle prospecting in a way that maybe you've never heard of before. Maybe this is something that's a little bit new to you. This is a way that you can literally begin to have phone calls coming in as well as going out. So what I want to do is I want to talk about 3 different ways to reach out to homeowners in neighborhoods that will get you the opportunity to share with them not only what you do, but have the opportunity to build a relationship in a way. You know what I found is that in reality, we talk about conversion. We talk about getting people to closing. We talk about all those things. But in reality, connection always comes before conversion. So what I want to do today is talk to about the simple ways you can connect with people in a way that's going to draw them in, build the relationship that's going to give you an opportunity to convert them. So the first thing is this. If we're going to do circle prospecting, let me just give you a broad overview of what that is, in case you've never heard of it. What circle prospecting is, in the old school way I used to do it, I'd have a map. I would have a house that I was targeting. I would circle the area around it. I would typically back then take 10 houses across the street, 5 on each side, and I would make phone calls to those owners to let them know if I had just listed a home, if something had just been sold, or was having an open house. Technology is great. It's given us the ability really to leverage our time these days. So what I want to do is I want to give you all of the things that you need to know before you do this, and a way that you can do this will just really be gas on the fire. First thing is this, is how are you going to get phone numbers? This is a question I always get. How do I get the phone numbers of people? I want to give you a couple resources. The first one is Cole Realty Resource. Cole Realty Resource gives you the opportunity really to see the phone numbers for people, and also if it's a primary residence, they give you the email addresses in many cases. This is a great way that you can actually go in with Cole Realty Resource. It does have a paid subscription, but it does have like a 3-month minimum, so it could be something where you just go in and you get all the details you need, and then if you see if you need it to continue on, you continue on with it. The value of it, I'm pretty sure you're probably going to continue if you utilize this plan we're going to talk about. Once you've done that, you can kind of circle an area, pull it up, pull the names and the addresses into a database. It's also going to pull the phone numbers into a database. Now what we've got is we've got a group of phone numbers for the people that are around that area. You aren't limited to 20 where you're actually physically dialing and making these phone calls. We're going to do it a little differently. The next piece of technology that I want to talk about is a piece of technology that you've probably encountered. You ever had those situations where you're getting a voicemail and you're like, I didn't even hear my phone ring, and it's some kind of robocall? Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you exactly how they do those and a way we can make that in just a minute with the scripts that will give us the ability to be really top of mind and also give us an opportunity to reach out to a number of people at one time. The technology that we're looking at is slide dial or slide broadcasting. What this technology does is it gives us the ability to take a group of phone numbers, to put them into a database, record one voicemail, send that voicemail out at a minimal cost between 10 cents or 5 cents per voicemail that you drop, and we can reach everybody with one voicemail. Now, this is a great way to really have the opportunity to reach a number of people with 3 different scenarios, and this is what I want to go into today. The 3 scenarios are this. I want to talk about the opportunity that you have when you just list a property. I want to talk about the opportunity you have when you just sold a property, and I want to talk to you about the opportunity that you have when you get to a place where maybe there's some information around there, or you're going to hold an open house in that neighborhood. When you get to these times, this gives you a great opportunity. All right, I want to go into the first portion, which is just listed properties. And let me just back up a little bit. It doesn't even necessarily have to be your listing. I'm going to show you how to use that language. But let's say you've just listed a property. We're going to take and we're going to gather the phone numbers from the area around that house. We're going to take those, we're going to drop them into slide broadcast, and we're going to record a message. This is what the message will sound like if it's your listing. It'll say, hi, this is Jimmy Burgess with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I just listed the property in your neighborhood, just right around where your house is. We're calling because we want to let the neighbors know that this house is coming on the market, just in case you have family or friends that have talked about wanting to move in the neighborhood. We love to give an opportunity for all of the neighbors to be able to choose who's going to live in their neighborhood. If you know of anyone that's shown any interest and would like more details, please reach out to me via text or by phone and leave your phone number. Pretty straightforward. Now let's say that you've got a farm neighborhood and a listing's come on. The beauty of this is it doesn't necessarily always have to be your listing. All you do is on the front portion of saying, instead of saying, I just listed a home in your neighborhood, you simply say, there was a home just listed in your neighborhood and we're letting all of the owners in the neighborhood know. You change that little bit of framing there and now you've got an opportunity to reach out to your farm neighborhood or to the neighborhood that you're targeting. Great way to reach out, make a connection with just listing properties. The second way is just sold program. So let's say that you've just sold a house in the neighborhood and you've already reached out to them once when it was just listed, especially if these are homes like we're seeing in many parts of the market now where it's been sold very quickly. This is what this would look like. You're calling, you've taken that group, now you've dropped them into Slide Dial, now we're recording the message that we're going to send out through Slide Dial Slide Broadcast. This is what that message sounds like. Hi, this is Jimmy Burgess with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Just wanted to let you know that the house we listed at, whatever the address is, just sold in under 10 days. We had multiple offers and we've got a few people that missed out on this that really want to be in the neighborhood. Just wanted to reach out to some of the neighbors just in case maybe you've heard of one of your neighbors that's thinking about selling, or maybe you've thought about selling in the next year. This sale has created an opportunity really probably to see some prices change in the market. If you know of anybody, please let me know so that I can help these families find a home in your great neighborhood. Pretty straightforward. That's kind of the script we want to do. We want to offer something of service. We don't want to give them all the details. If they want more details, they'll call us. That's the just sold. Also, let's say that this is a place that you didn't sell. Again, we're just changing the phrasing here. Hi, this is Jimmy Burgess with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Beach Properties of Florida. Just letting some of the neighbors know there was a home that just sold in your neighborhood. And that's just, we're going to go from right there. We're going to take that information that we did in the previous one, we're going to just plug it in right there. This is a great way to reach out with pertinent information on how these properties. Another great script for solds is to say, hi, this is Jimmy Burgess with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Beach Properties of Florida. We just sold the house at whatever in your neighborhood. This has really affected the values in your neighborhood. If you're curious about how this has affected your value, please give me a call and I'll be glad to share with you the details of this sale. Again, we're going to give them the opportunity to raise their hand. Now, as we're doing this, we're sending these voice broadcasts out. I would encourage you, send them out in portions. Don't send out 1,000 at one time. Send them out in groups of 100 so that you have the ability to follow up quickly with those responses that you get from that one voicemail. The last area, and probably one of the most effective way to really meet owners, is to share with them about open houses. So let's say you're having an open house in a neighborhood. One of the best ways to meet people in person is to take that same group in that neighborhood, circle them around, grab the phone numbers, drop it into Slide Dial Slide Broadcast, and then send a message out that, hi, this is Jimmy Burgess with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. We listed the home at whatever address in your neighborhood. We're getting ready to have an open house. It'll be from 2 in the afternoon till 5. We're going to actually have this open a little early from noon until 2 for anybody in the neighborhood that just wants to see the house before the rest of the market. If you're curious to see this home or you know of someone that might be interested in your neighborhood, thank you for sharing this and I look forward to seeing you at the open house. For more details, give me a call at. It's pretty straightforward. We're just giving them the opportunity. This gives us the ability to reach out with some valuable information that's going to give us the opportunity to talk to owners as we see that. Again, leveraging this. Old days, we used to have to make all these calls individually. Now we have the ability through technology to be able to reach out and touch as many people as we want to in a very short period of time. I hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.